An intercessor is not a prayer warrior. Make no mistakes about it. An intercessor is one who has been vetted by God to be able to stand in the gap for others. A prayer warrior can pray prayer points. He can pray with prayer power. But God has not vetted him to stand in the gap. An intercessor is one that God has vetted to stand in the gap for others. This is why I told you, when priesthood begins to play its maximum purpose, the goal will not just be I'm succeeding in the market. The goal will be that I'm changing the laws in the market. When priesthood enters its reality, the goal will not just be that I won an election, I'm now governor, I'm now president. No, the goal is that you are changing the laws that makes for the workings of that institution, because everything that governs how that institution runs before you is a priesthood. So when you come with a new priesthood, you must change the modality. And so if people are winning elections through corruption in Zambia, if you come in by the priesthood of Melchizedek, you will not just win an election, you will change the order. And so after you, anybody who comes through corruption will lose. That's what priesthood does. If people are succeeding in business through compromise and a new priesthood is erected, business will now become something you succeed in through integrity and transparency. That's how priesthood works. And these are some of the things that shape nations. So when we are talking about marketplace priesthood, we are talking about men that have rank to bring legislation and litigation so that they can change systems, alter paradigms, and establish new ideologies that will now govern how operations are carried out within the context of the territory where they find themselves. And you must journey to become a legislator, a litigator. When you get there, you now start receiving ranks. You know, when you become a general, you can be a 1-star general, you can be a 2-star general, you can be a 3-star general, you can be a 4-star general, and then you can be a 5-star general. There are some things you can do as a 1-star general. A 1-star general is a brigadier general. They can keep him in charge of a battalion or a brigade. But when you become a 2-star general, they can make you director of operations, because at that level you are now a major general. So beyond the battalion, you can hold a position in the armed forces of the nation. So you can head operations, you can head intelligence, you can head, then you become a 3-star general. In certain nations, the chief of defense staff is a lieutenant general, a 3-star general, because most nations don't even have 4-star generals. To show you how these things work, so the whole armed forces may have a gap of 4-star generals, because you don't just give people rank to fill up. No, the rank is not a buffet where you pick what you want. People don't fill up, they grow. It is entrustments. They are earned. They are badges that are earned. And so the same thing happens in priesthood. As all of us begin to minister to the Lord until we ascend and we all become legislators and litigators, you will see that our authority will be different. Why do many people fail? They want to operate authority levels that they are not qualified for. And they think because we are all Christians, we are all equal. It's a joke. In salvation, we are equal because God paid the same price for all of us.